Could we stand for the pledge, please? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everyone. Have a roll call, please.
Yep. We're switching roll call up. Kavanaugh? Corbin?
Here.
Cunningham is not here. Davio?
Here.
Du Bois? Here. During? Here. Jones?
Here.
Kinville? Here. Kennard?
Here.
Rieger?
Here.
Reuter is absent. Roberts?
Here.
Schwartz? Here. Stepanski?
Here.
Stokes?
Here.
Bosberg?
Here.
Walrod?
Here.
Wicks?
Here.
Wynn? Here. 1,393 votes present.
You have a motion for approval of the minutes? Melissa? And Lauren? Any discussion on the minutes? All in favor of approve the minutes? Aye. Opposed? Carries. Communications?
Yep, we have a vouchers payable report submitted by Finance Director Luann Randall in the amount of $6,438,719.32. And communications, we have disbursement of funds report for 2023 from the Madison County Historical Society, and we have an annual report for fiscal year 2023 from Madison County Clerk's Office. And then we'll jump into resolutions of appreciation. Our first resolution today is in respect to the death of Marion Borgia Simberg. This is Pete Walrod, Chairman, Government Operations Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Rex, Mary? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries.
Next, we have a resolution of appreciation for retiree recognition. This is Pete Walrod, Chairman, Government Operations Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Pete, do we have a second? Matt Roberts? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. No, we have Jessica Grifo here.
DSS Commissioner.
I gotta bring that down.
She'll come up and you can ask if she wants to say anything.
Say anything or sing a song or?
Sure.
Is it on? Okay. On behalf of Ruth, I'd just like to thank everyone for this recognition. If no one's met Ruth, she is the one you've seen driving around our foster kids, precious cargo all over the county. She picks up foster kids and transports them to visits with their parents. So she is that person who does that all day long. Unfortunately, she's not able to be here because she's on vacation. And I hope she's having a great time. And again, thank you on behalf of Ruth.
Thank you, Jessica. And we have resolutions.
Yep, we'll jump right into the preferred agenda for Government Operations Committee. Resolution number 3 is amending Human Resources Policy and Procedures Hazard Communication Program. Number 4 is reallocating the title of Director of Veteran Service Agency in the Management Salary Plan. Number 5 is authorizing an agreement with CSEA White Collar Unit. Number 6 is authorizing an agreement with Stoneleigh Housing. Number 7 is creating additional deputy fire coordinator positions in the Office of Emergency Management. And number 8 is creating fire investigator positions in the Office of Emergency Management. This is Pete Walrod, Chairman, Government Operations Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
We have a motion. We have a second. Rex? Discussion? All in favor?
Roll call. Roll call.
Well,
Roll call. Kavanaugh? Aye. Corbin,
Yes.
Davio,
Yes.
Du Bois,
Yes.
Durian,
Aye.
Jones, Kinville,
Yes.
Kennard,
Aye.
Rieger,
Aye.
Roberts,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Stepanski,
Yes.
Stokes, Vosberg,
Yes.
Walrod,
Aye.
Wicks,
Yes.
Win.
Yes.
1,393 votes. Okay, moving forward with our Finance, Ways and Means preferred agenda, resolutions number 12 and 14, we're going to pull out and put into regular agenda. So we're going to move forward. Number 9 is authorizing chairman to sign an agreement for nonprofit organizations for 2024. That's the Madison County IDA. Number 10 is authorizing chairman to sign an agreement for not-for-profit organization, Madison County Soil and Water District for 2024. 11 is authorizing chairman to sign an agreement for Office of the Aging for 2024. 13 is authorizing modification of the 2024 adopted county budget for parks. Resolutions 15 through 19 are also modifying the 2024 adopted county budget. 14 is youth programs, 15 safe harbor, 16 is assigned counsel for the Gorman Grant, 17 is public defender distribution grant number 12, 18 is public defender grant number 13, 19 is a CAFA grant number 4. Resolution number 20 is authorizing chairman to enter into an agreement with New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services for the Homeland Security Program Grant and modifying the 2024 adopted budget. 21 is an agreement with New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services for the Emergency Management Performance Grant and modifying the budget. Number 22 is authorization for officials designated to approve the New York State Real Property Tax Law correction of errors for less than $2,500. And number 23 is authorize an agreement with fiscal advisors and marketing. This is Matt Roberts, Chairman, Finance, Ways and Means Committee.
A lot of hard work by the Finance Committee there. Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Mr. Roberts, you have a second, unless during. Roll call, please.
Corbin,
Yes.
Davio,
Yes.
Du Bois,
Yes.
Durian,
Aye.
Jones, Kinville,
Aye.
Kennard,
Aye.
Rieger,
Aye.
Roberts,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Stepanski,
Yes.
Stokes, Vosberg,
Yes.
Walrod,
Aye.
Wicks.
Yes.
Win,
Yes.
Kavanaugh. 1,393 votes. Moving on with our planning committee's preferred agenda. Resolution 24 is appointing a member to the Madison County Tourism Board. 25 is appointing members to the Central New York Regional Planning and Development Board. 26 is appointing members to the Madison County Soil and Water Conservation District Board. 27 is appointing members to the Region 7 Fish and Wildlife Management Board. 28 is calling for a public hearing regarding the submission of the Community Development Block Grant application. Number 29 is calling for a public hearing regarding the implementation of CARES Act Community Development Block Grant. 30 is authorizing an agreement between Oswego County Soil and Water District and Madison County. 31 is authorizing an extension agreement with Madison County Rural Health Council. 32 is entering into an agreement with Pictometry International Corporation. Number 33 is extending a public transit agreement with Bernie Transit. And 34 is authorizing chairman to award RFB 23-37 Madison County Reconnect Fiber Construction for Phase 1 with Syracuse Utilities. This is Evan Schwartz, Chairwoman, Planning Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Ms. Schwartz, we have a second. Matt Roberts. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Davio,
Yes.
Du Bois,
Yes.
Durian,
Aye.
Jones, Kinville,
Aye.
Kennard,
Aye.
Rieger,
Aye.
Roberts,
Aye.
Schwartz.
Yes.
Stepanski, Stokes, Vosberg,
Yes.
Walrod,
Aye.
Wicks.
Yes.
Win,
Yes.
Kavanaugh, Corbin.
Yes.
1,393 votes. Our criminal justice public safety preferred agenda. Resolution number 35 is approving fees for Madison County Emergency Medical Services. Resolutions 36 through 42 are authorizing chairman to enter into an agreement with KVAC for emergency medical services. 37 is with Bridgewater Fire Company and Ambulance for Emergency Medical Services. 38 is with Vinyl Ambulance. 39 is Greater Lennox Ambulance Service. 40 is Smith Ambulance. 41 is the Village of Madison. And 42 is with CVAC, Smithfield Eaton Volunteer Ambulance Corp. Number 43 is affirming Madison County's commitment to continuing to honor the corporate purpose of Southern Madison County Volunteer Ambulance Corps and authorizing to sign necessary instruments for the conveyance of assets to Madison County. 44 is authorizing an agreement for jail physician services. Number 45 is authorizing the termination of an agreement with Central New York Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Resolutions 46 through 51, you have authorizing the chairman to enter into an agreement with Police Tactical Team Corporation. 47's an agreement with Diversion Management LLC. 48 is modifying an agreement with Mead. 49 is entering into an agreement with New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services for a 3-year distribution for a grant. 50 is extending an agreement with New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services for distribution 11. And number 51 is another agreement with New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services for 3-year distribution for number 14. This is Rex Bosberg, Chairman, Criminal Justice Public Safety Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
We have a motion. We have a second. Evan Schwartz. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Du Bois,
Yes.
During,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
Kinville. Aye. Kennard,
Aye.
Rieger,
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Stepanski,
Yes.
Stokes, Vosberg,
Yes.
Walrod,
Aye.
Wicks.
Yes.
Wynn,
Yes.
Kavanaugh, Corbin,
Yes.
Davio. 1,393 votes. Been a busy committee week, guys. All right, Highway Buildings and Grounds Preferred Agenda. Resolution number 52 is approving trade-in of 2022 Caterpillar loader. 53 is designated disposal of surplus county personal property. 54 is authorizing chairman to execute change orders for ongoing capital projects. And 55 is authorizing the chairman to enter into an agreement with Amtech Coatings. This is Lauren Corbin, Chairman, Highway Buildings and Grounds Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Thank you. We have a motion. Dave Jones, you have a second. Discussion? All in favor?
Roll call, please.
Opposed?
We gotta do a roll call during. We'll get it. Don't worry.
Aye.
Jones, Kinville. Aye. Kennard,
Aye.
Rieger,
Aye.
Roberts,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Stepanski,
Yes.
Stokes, Vosberg,
Yes.
Walrod, Wicks,
Yes.
Wynn,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Aye.
Corbin,
Yes.
Davio, Du Bois.
Aye.
1,393 votes. All right, our Solid Waste and Recycling Committee preferred agenda. Number 56 is authorizing the chairman to enter into a modification and extension agreement with Adhan Piping. 57 is authorizing the chairman to enter into an agreement with Cornerstone Engineering and Geology. 58 is authorizing the acceptance of approved out-of-county soil for alternative daily landfill cover in 2024. And 59 is a resolution expressing the county's intent to participate in local community cleanup programs for the year 2024. This is Melissa During, Chairwoman, Solid Waste Recycling Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
We have a motion. We have a second. Mr. Wicks. Roll call, please.
Jones,
Aye.
Kinville. Aye. Kennard,
Aye.
Rieger,
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Schwartz.
Yes.
Stepanski.
Yes.
Stokes, Vosberg,
Yes.
Walrod, Wicks.
Yes.
Wynn,
Yes.
Kavanaugh, Corbin,
Yes.
Davio, Du Bois,
Aye.
During.
Aye.
1,393 votes. Moving forward with our regular agenda resolutions, number 60 is authorizing the chairman to enter into an agreement for sign language interpreting services. This is Mary Kavanaugh, Chairwoman, Health and Human Services Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Alex?
No roll call. This can be all in favor.
Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
All right, resolution number 61 is appointing members of the Community Services Board. This is Mary Kavanaugh, Chairwoman, Health and Human Services Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Mr. Boyce? All in favor, or discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
We're going to revisit resolution number 12. This is authorizing the chairman to sign contracts with non-for-profit organizations for 2024. This is Matt Roberts, Chairman, Finance, Ways and Means Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
We have a motion. Ms. Schwartz, we have a second. All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
This one has to
Chairman.
be a roll call.
I got rid of my note. Roll call,
I
please.
tried to give you a warning. All right, Kinville. Aye. Kennard,
Aye.
Rieger,
Mr. Chairman, I have to recuse myself from this. I volunteer for Community Action Partnership on their board.
Thank you.
Yep, so he abstains. Robert,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Stepanski,
Yes.
Stokes, Fosberg,
Yes.
Walrod, Wicks.
Yes.
Wynn, Kavanaugh, Corbin,
Yes.
Davio, Du Bois,
Aye.
During,
Aye.
Jones. 1,241 votes in favor. Now this one's gonna be a roll call too.
I got the note ready.
Resolution number 14 is authorizing the modification of the 2024 adopted county budget for youth programs. This is Matt Roberts, Chairman, Finance, Ways and Means Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Have a motion. Do we have a second? Ms. During? Roll call, please.
Pinard,
Aye.
Rieger,
I abstain from this as well.
Roberts,
Aye.
Schwartz, Stepanski,
Yes.
Stokes, Fosberg,
Yes.
Walrod, Wicks.
Yes.
Wynn, Kavanaugh, Corbin,
Yes.
Davio, Du Bois,
Aye.
During,
Aye.
Jones, Kinville.
Aye.
1,241 votes. Oof. That is a long one.
Next item is public comment.
Yep. You can call him for just a minute.
Joe Geiser? Could you go over to the microphone, please?
I want to thank the board for the opportunity to speak today.
Is that on?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
is that?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Joe Geiser from Canastota.
Thank you.
I hear that now. I want to thank the board for the opportunity to speak today about the landfill. I hope that in the future you will bring this to a vote on the November ballot for the residents. I respect that all you people are here on good terms, but I think that this is so serious, I think voters should have the last say. I have one question. Can anybody explain that when the United Waste Treatment Plant has acknowledged they can process all the leachate produced at the landfill, currently that landfill management continues to utilize Egan Transport facilities to truck leachate to Rome, New York for disposal at an added non-essential expense? Your interim director, as late as last week, Tuesday, through Friday had Egan trucks transporting truckloads to Rome. Does this sound like it's saving county money or reinforcing management policy of unnecessary spending to the subject landfill in further depth? Thank you.
Joe, would you be able to give that to Kristen so she can make a copy of what you
I
just
certainly
read to
can.
us, please? Mike DeBotis? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Mike, we'll give you 5 minutes. Be careful of the screen right above your head.
I know it. Hazardous location here. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and board members. I used to sit in that empty seat over there next to my friend Lauren for 10 years. I am proud to say that I'm a member of the alumni of this board. I also served our county as chairman of the Solid Waste and Recycling Committee for 8 of my 10 years on that committee. And for 10 years, I ran the landfill gas energy project. I was asked to speak today by a veteran group of people affiliated with the landfill. Jim Zecca, who ran the landfill as our director for 30 years. Randy Hershey, who has at least that many years of assistance in the operations of the landfill as an engineer specializing in landfill operations, and other committee members, Doug Holdridge, Marcia Rafty, and Russ Hammond, who is not here with us today. Russ also served as an operations manager under Jim. We collectively have an enormous amount of experience that we offer as volunteers to provide our insights. I spent some time over the weekend composing an email message that's, if you haven't had a chance to read it, it's also on your desks. I'd ask you, if you haven't had a chance to read the one that I sent you by email, that you do. There are a number of attachments to that are digital. So you can see videos that this county put together extolling the virtues of the landfill. It started out in my first term when we were confronted with an issue much like faces this board now. Privatization. Waste Systems International, a competitor of Casella at the time, wanted to acquire our landfill and did so by acquiring all the mom and pop landfill operations, threatening our ability to maintain our tipping fees and taking the waste out of the county. We looked hard at what we were doing operationally. We figured out how to cut expenses. We figured out how to foster competition to grow mom and pops back again. We put WSI out of business because they threatened our ability to prevent our county from becoming the landfill that was disposing of waste from all over the state. You may recall the barge of garbage that was fighting, that was an obstacle between New Jersey and the city of New York. Mike Cahill, who assisted this board recently, I saw him, was involved in that mess. It was all about where to put waste. Well, there wasn't a place to put all that waste, but landfills upstate became an attractive target, and that's what we are now. I want to tell you, we have that group of people, that group of veteran volunteers that offers our services to you, did some tremendous things. Not only did we tighten our belts and figure out how to make the landfill run like a finely tuned Swiss watch, we also created a local flow control law, that law which you've been asked to rescind, which assisted in the development of the landfill and making sure that the waste that was generated in our county came to our county, the recyclables, which at the time were valuable. We figured out how to make recyclables valuable. That still exists. You just have to have the will to do it. These things that we did are available to you. We also fought to maintain flow control. I assisted in drafting a brief that went before the United States Supreme Court in support of Anita Herkimer's landfill operations, where they were trying to maintain flow control and they were challenged by a large hauling group. The United States Supreme Court, in a decision written by Chief Justice Roberts, said that flow control was an essential tool in the management of waste, and it belonged in the hands of municipalities. You have the United States Supreme Court saying what you're about to give up, if you consider that resolution again, belongs to us as municipalities to maintain our business. We also invigorated all sorts of new business opportunities. The landfill gas to energy project that I labored over for 10 years and negotiated the contract with Waste Management turned into a boon for this county. It was earning $100,000 a year just for the value of the landfill gas. That landfill gas is not being generated the way it should be because the landfill facilities haven't been managed the way they should be. We understand what went wrong. We know how to fix those things. We want to meet with the current Solid Waste and Recycling Committee, our heirs apparent, to offer you our insights. This is an offer of volunteers who seriously understand what's going wrong and who can explain to you how to fix it. We built these things. We know how they work. We can make it work again. We ask you to have a meeting with us in a public session of the Solid Waste and Recycling Committee in a venue suitable for the public interest that you see here in this discussion. And we will provide you the information that we think will be very helpful for the continued operation of this very valuable resource. We'll also provide you information that has not been disclosed to you regarding the insuitability of the party that would take over. No one's told you about the 3-acre landslide of landfill cover of a landfill right down the road. They dragged you up to Clinton County to show you an example of what they could do. They didn't tell you about what's going on in Ontario County, where that county booted them, in spite of the fact that they were getting free tax coverage from Casella's subsidiary. I also have a legitimate concern as an attorney. Corporations.
Mike, you have 1 more minute.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bernard. Corporations come and go. Their liabilities and their promises disappear when they do. Just like WSI went out of business and couldn't fulfill any of the promises that it made. What if this entity that wishes to do business with us disappears? They're a subsidiary of Casella. They're not Casella. And if they go under, how are we going to enforce their obligations post-closure and so forth? There's a $20 million noose in that contract. If you read the contract, you would see that even if they don't do a good job, it would cost this county $20 million to get out of that contract with them. Don't look at the short-term fix. We've been confronted with short-term problems financially before as a county. Cindy's predecessor, Harold Lander, and I did battle over that enterprise fund, keeping that money in the landfill for landfill operations and not to plug holes in the county. And guess what? The county still survives.
Mike, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think it's on my desk. Yes, I read through it. So. Andy Busa from Chittenango.
Definitely not going to hit my head.
Can't even reach a speaker. I mean,
Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I'm here because of the host benefit distribution that was voted on in November. And I'm asking the board to consider rescinding that resolution. What we all know was probably a pretty unfair deal to begin with that went on for years. I don't think it was a well thought out decision. I think it was last minute. And I would ask that if you rescind it, maybe send it to a committee and look at a better option of the distribution of the money. For example, the village of Chittenango and the town of Sullivan lost $699,000 with that resolution. Of that $699,000, $586,000 went to the county. $113,000 and change went to villages, towns, and the city of Oneida. That is a small piece of that overall money. So we did a spreadsheet, which is pretty simple, and it's just of the towns, and I have a lot of copies. But basically, just the towns in the city of Oneida with the new resolution, lost $475,000. That $475,000 went directly to the county. So if you were to, we just plugged in the weighted vote system into these numbers, and basically 3 towns would have been at a loss. The town of Sullivan would lose $491,000 from the almost 800,000 they were getting. Georgetown, there was a small loss. Nelson, there was a small loss. Obviously, we wouldn't want anybody to lose any money. Then, well, town of Sullivan obviously is going to because of the way it was set up. But City of Oneida, if they went with a weighted vote system with the existing monies that were in place, they would have seen an increase of $105,000. Stockbridge would have increased $45,000. Smithfield could have increased $10,800. Lennox, $137,000. Hamilton, $111,000. Eaton, $98,000. Those increases would have went directly to the towns in the city instead of the county. So I'm just asking that a decision that was done so hastily, and we know why, that maybe we could reconsider that resolution and send it to a committee and look at fairly distributing the money, because what was an unfair distribution is going to another unfair distribution, in my opinion. So thank you for your time.
Andy, could you give a copy to Kristen, please?
Yep. Thank you.
Mike, do you have any any handout to give other than that?
Mr. Chairman, it's on the desks.
Oh, okay.
With a live link to.
So that's what you're going to be bringing up if Melissa brings you to the committee meeting? That's what we need to get. She's gonna want her committee to be able to look at something before they get flooded with information. I think that's the fair thing to do for the committee.
This is merely an opening to get a foot in the doorway that asks for an opportunity to speak to the committee. We'll certainly have all sorts of information to share.
Thank you. On our website, it says at the January 23rd, 2024 Madison County Solid Waste Committee meeting, the committee continued to look at what is best for the future of our landfill, our residents, and our employees. They heard more on the financial priorities and policy changes that are coming this year and over the next few years for the Madison County landfill. With that information in mind, they have decided to move forward exploring the 3 viable long-term options. Number 1, status quo. Number 2, Madison County increasing tonnage and operations on their own. Number 3, or partnering with either a public or a private entity to increase tonnage and operations. The next meeting will be held February 20th, and it's open to the public. And today, this is not on the agenda or the website, but at today's meeting, the board has before them a resolution number 57 authorizing chairman to enter into an agreement with Cornerstone Engineering and Geology PLC for professional engineering services. We are asking Cornerstone to evaluate what Madison County Solid Waste would need to be able to scale up the operations ourselves, as in the number of employees, costs, equipment, flow, and much more. Updates are going to be regularly on our website for the public to be able to see. The reason we have gone back to Cornerstone is the public deserved to have a complete diagnostic look at what the county would need to do to keep the landfill under our control. As far as with Casella, that has come to a halt. It's not dead. It's come to a halt, so we can catch up with the other 2 options of leaving it the way it is or taking and bringing in additional flow to make it so it's in the black and we're able to build the reserves ourselves. So I urge everyone to keep an eye on the website for future developments of the committee's meetings and the board's meetings with Cornerstone and their reports. you have any other business? Have a motion to adjourn if nobody has anything else? Michelle and Rex.